So now we're ready to do the last part of lashing, and that's going to be to put our lasher on. This is called a lasher, and this piece is about long enough to go in a basket with no handle, 2.5 to 3 times around the baskets. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So that should get me around with lots of stuff to spare. Now, this piece has an oval to it. If you could feel it, you're going to find that it's flat on one side and rounded on the other. So we want the rounded side to be up as we're lashing. So what I'm going to do is take the rounded side, and it's going to go underneath the rim, between the rim and the rim row. It's hard to see, so it's going up there. And I want it to go under the seagrass, so that it will go under it. And then I'm going to take it and bend it and put it over the rim row and pull it down. Now, you can kind of see that it makes like a fish hook, up, over, and down. That's exactly what we're going to do at the end of the basket, but it's going to be hard to see because it's all going to be tight. So kind of pay attention to this, because this is what we want to do when we end it. So now the tricky part is that this is long. So we have to make sure that the oval stays up. And everything above my left hand has no twists in it. While this is long, it has a tendency to twist up really bad. So what I want to do is, here's where I started. I want to go to the next space between 2 spokes and above my last row of weaving. I'm going to put this all here. I'm going to put this through. And I'm going to pull it pretty tight. And you can see it gets nicely tangled. So it goes on a little bit of an angle, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to hold it tight. You can even put a clothespin on it so it stays tight for you. Now, again, everything above my left hand has no twists in it. And the good thing is, as you go, this piece gets shorter and it's not so hard to do that part. So again, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put my awl in here and make a good nice space for it. Now this piece has started out really wet. This has been soaked for a couple of minutes. But because I'm pulling it through all of this, the basket, it will have a tendency to dry out kind of quickly, so you need your spray bottle or something to keep it wet. Now I'm at my first zip tie, and I can just go ahead and cut that off. It's done its job. And again, just keep going around. So this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to just keep right on going, nice and tight. I'm going to take a pause in the video and get us to the end of this. Okay. All right, so now I've worked my way around. Here's where I started. I've worked my way around about 3/4 of the basket. So I'm just going to keep on going. Here's where my overlap starts. I'm not going to do anything different. I'm just going to keep on lashing this. So that one's going to go in there. That. Okay, so when I get back to this one, I can kind of see that this is going to go like right there. So I could cut this probably right about there. And it can be straight, it can be an angle, it can be curved, it can be all things, but this way here, I'm pretty sure that it's going to get anchored down nicely, and it's still got at least 3 lashers on it. And that's kind of what I was aiming for. So I'm just going to keep on going, and I'm going to be hitting the overlap on the inside in just a second here. So that's right here. So again, I'm not going to do anything different. I'm just going to keep right on going for a couple of spokes. Now, let's say at this one we want to get rid of this. I can kind of eyeball it that that's going to go right there. Let's get rid of that. So I can cut this one right like that. And then I can cut the other piece of the seagrass to kind of butt right up to it. Like that. And then hopefully this will hold it. If it's a little bit off skew from the lasher, that's okay. It should still stay down. All right, so here's where my other one's going to end. Here, let's just put this one through. And then I can cut that one right there so that the lasher is holding the end down. So one more zip tie to go off. And I'm going to do one more, and then I'm back to where I started. Okay, now I'm going to give myself about 6-8 inches to play with here. And I'm going to get this, I'm going to spray it one more time because this has a tendency to be dry at this point and it can break. So I'm going to do the same thing that we did at the beginning to end this. I'm going to, except it's harder because it's all tight. So I'm going to take my awl and I'm going to fish it through until I can see I've got the awl going behind the rim row and in front of the rim. And I'm going to bring my last piece up through here. And I know that's hard to see. And guide it, and you're making a sharp bend, so just be very gentle with that. So now I've got it behind the rim and in between the rim and the rim row. Now I'm going to go over the rim row and down the front. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a hole there. I'm going to bring it down to the front. And it wouldn't even hurt to give it an extra little squirt of water there. And I'm going to pull it down nice and tight. So that's the end of that. Now all I have to do is trim these off. So if I kind of tug on them a little bit and cut them, then they kind of pop back up and you don't see them. So there you go, there's your finished basket.